rocket like rocket fuel.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Back to the 280, to the 7. You don't know no better.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Swift takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
14. Look for signals.
Now it's Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, Swift. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Second and inches at the 45-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a give, right side. Swift, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Man left, man left. Hey, you got 3, three down. Check 52. 81.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
14, got it.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 38-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Man, I got you. Watch the eyes. Go, 40. 57's the mic. 3 buzz. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right. Check. Easy.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Swift. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3.
There. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You got nothing today. You got who? Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Let's go, D. Front it.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Even. 4 down. Even. Watch. One left. Tighten up.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Mike 45. Watch the run. Hey, Rocket.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gotta do better.
Push on Travis. Hey, foxtrot.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You know, when you go through scouting reports, you go through everything. Height, weight, speed, the whole deal. They knew that they had a 4-inch height advantage there and tried to make a play on a 50-50 ball, didn't they?
Yeah, took the shot downfield. Hey, give them credit defensively. Maybe 4 inches shorter, but able to jostle it free.
Feisty.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Eason. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Go.
22. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On first down, Eason looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. His throw incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Don't get nervous, man.
Topper.
Don't get nervous.
Go. Hey, Alpha.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
Hey, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Now.
Banjo.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, Delta.
All day. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 1st down, Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Throwing after the interception. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
High 7. 2.
Back to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
60 outlaw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Come on. Say.
Hey, orbit. Hit it.
Off play action. Eason. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyrell Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And out of bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To try again after the sack. Wilson, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Check.
Army. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike. Reload. I'm scared. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
No, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Give me some. Here we go. Check 37.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out right at the 35. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He was looking for Todd Gurley. That'll bring up second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Yo, go.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming after you.
Mike.
Throwing again. Eason. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Mike 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, watch the screen.
Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ready. 8, read. Go. Hey, team 6. 45, Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason throwing the out route and complete. It's Lamb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
from the gun on third down. Eason, and that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
That's 22, that's 20. I don't think you got it, son. Like 22, he's coming, 22.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
And to give this time to the tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check safety. Hey, switch gear.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Hey, Sue. 80 weapons. Hit it.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, I'm just one big kick.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
45. Mike, 45. Record. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Looking to throw. Eason, he's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And it's third down.
Come on,
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. 3 buzz. Mike 22. I'm coming.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Eason, it's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
We go set. 30 base. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 22. I got him. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
22's coming. 22's coming. That's the run.
Go.
22, Mike 22.
Hey, wahoo.
Let's go.
Mike, go.
To throw on second down. Eason being chased out left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
45 to Mike. Bring it. 45 to Mike. 45.
From the gun, Eason to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 26-yard line.
Grenade! Here we go. 12. Hey, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Will Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A four-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down. 57's the mic, rock 57. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Come on.
Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down. Let's go, defense. Our time. This our time. I'll go special. I'll go special.
Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 64 yards.
Bravo.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now a stoppage. Here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Danny.
No! Lee Griffin.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
Well, and a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be...
He's got a man, complete. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check.
Throwing now is Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. Wilson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing man.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go. Shift. Check three. Kill.
On third down, Pollard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey, 0. Run left.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. You think you won't get this?
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. DK Metcalf with time running out as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, team 6.
22's coming, Mike. I'm coming after you.
Hey.
Mike's 22. Let's go.
Get it.
He's back to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Second down, defense, let's go. Mike's 22. Let's go.
Back to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go.
Mike 22. Watch the pass. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming. Mike's 22.
22 jet bomber. Ready?
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Cincinnati, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4, and they'll get a